All right, let's dive right into the Los Angeles Chargers. What I saw them do against the New England Patriots was impressive. I get it. The Patriots aren't the best team, but they recently went toe-to-toe with the Bills, which shows they're not completely useless, especially when playing in New England. So seeing the Chargers dominate in the way they did was incredibly promising. It gives me a lot of hope for what they could achieve this season. The offense looked phenomenal from top to bottom. I couldn't find anything to criticize. And the defense, they were equally impressive, completely shutting down the Patriots offense in every way possible. Passing, running, you name it. That's the type of defense I've been waiting to see from the Chargers. This is exactly the right moment for the Chargers to hit their stride because momentum going into the playoffs is crucial. With the way they played, I believe they have a strong chance heading into the postseason. But before I get more into why I'm so confident about this team, make sure you hit the subscribe button if you want more NFL content this season. Now, back to the Chargers. They just came off a huge 47 win against the Patriots, a victory that's pretty rare in the NFL. I know the Patriots haven't been great, but still, winning by 33 points in the NFL is remarkable. That's why this win stood out to me, especially considering the Patriots had just played a tight game with the Bills, one of the league's top teams. Whether the Patriots are good or bad, this win is huge for the Chargers and gives them a boost heading into the playoffs. Currently, it looks like the Chargers will end up as the 5th or 6th seed in the AFC. That means they'll likely face the Texans or the Ravens. Of course, the Texans would be the more favorable matchup, and I think the Chargers would be favored there. But facing the Ravens would be much tougher. That said, I believe the Chargers have what it takes to beat them, provided they play their best football. The reason I'm so optimistic is because when the Chargers are firing on all cylinders, they're one of the most balanced teams in the NFL. On offense, the biggest and most important asset is Justin Herbert. He's a freak. He can make any throw at any time with incredible arm strength, size, and the ability to run when needed. His ability to create outside the pocket and make off-platform throws is exactly what you need in a top-tier quarterback. And that's exactly what Herbert is. As long as he stays healthy and on the field, the Chargers are going to be in every game they play, especially with the weapons he has around him. I won't pretend that these weapons are perfect, but they're definitely good enough, especially with the addition of rookie lad McConkey. McConkey has been everything you want from a rookie. He consistently gets open, and he and Herbert have built a strong connection. Herbert is always looking for him, and when he does, it usually turns into a successful play. McConkey may not be the biggest guy, but his speed allows him to get open and make plays after the catch. That's just as valuable as having a big target. McConkey's already over 1,000 yards in his first season with 7 touchdowns. Alongside McConkey, the Chargers have solid depth in their receiving core with guys like Quentin, Johnston, Joshua Palmer, Darius Davis. Johnston hasn't been as impactful as the Chargers hoped when they drafted him, but he has the potential to make big plays. Hopefully he steps up in the big moments. Palmer has been a reliable receiver for the Chargers, and Davis, though not the biggest, is lightning fast. He may not get many receptions, but when he does, they're usually big plays or touchdowns. With McConkey's ability to thrive in short and intermediate routes and Davis's deep threat, the Chargers have plenty of ways to attack defenses. The running game is also looking solid, especially with J.K. Dobbins back. Early in the season, the Chargers had a great run game, but Dobbins' injury hurt them. Now that he's back, the run game looks fully revived. Dobbins showed us just how good he is in his first game back against the Patriots, rushing for 70 yards on 4 yards per carry. If he stays healthy, he's going to be a key factor in the Chargers' playoff run. Now, onto the defense. It started the season strong as one of the best in the NFL, and while they've had a few slip-ups, they're still one of the league's top defenses. They're currently ranked first in points allowed per game, giving up only about 17 points per game, which is incredibly difficult to do. Despite a few down performances, I think those were flukes, and this defense will be a force in the playoffs. The Chargers are also in the top 6 in the NFL for total sacks, thanks to their talented defensive line. If this line stays healthy heading into the playoffs, they'll continue to put pressure on quarterbacks and disrupt offensive schemes. A great pass rush is vital for success in the postseason, and the Chargers have the tools to get to the quarterback. Behind the line, their linebackers and secondary are solid as well, making this defense well-rounded. Overall, the Chargers have a top-tier defense ranking in the top 10 for passing yards allowed per game and doing well against the run. With a defense that can keep opponents' scores low, it takes the pressure off Herbert and the offense. When Herbert plays with confidence, there's not much that can stop him. Looking at both sides of the ball, the Chargers have a well-rounded team. They have a solid offensive line that can protect Herbert, a running game with Dobbins that can break through most defenses, and a passing game that can produce big plays. On defense, they've been one of the best in the league all season. If they continue playing balanced football, no team will want to face them, especially with Jim Harbaugh coaching them.